Okay, I think I'm gonna swear in the next part. I get asked a lot, well, what do you do down there? And my answer is pretty simple. Pretty much not one fucking thing I don't want to. I stay up later than I should. I get up later than I should. When I can, I go to the water. I wander around town. People watch. I eat. God knows I like to eat. I go taste the ocean. Every chance I can. I got a weird thing where I gotta at least put my hands in the water and touch them to my lips, and that taste of salt water is something I like for some reason. And in life, I don't eat a lot of salt. I record in between people when I can. A lot of people here on YouTube have asked where I'm staying. That's a tough situation. I guess I'm being kind of secretive about that because I have a connection, and it's something that really wouldn't help the general YouTube world, so I don't really share it. Because Key West is very expensive. There's an RV park here that I'm hoping to go check out and maybe even do a video for you, but it's really expensive. I also think there's some people in vans doing some stealth stuff, but there are two problems with that. We gotta wait a second, people. The problems with the stealth is the police are really, really active in moving people along. So I've been here long enough that I've found some people that I'm pretty sure are doing it, but I don't want to mess their whole game up, you know, so I try not to share that on here. I will say it looks like some might have a deal with like private parking lots and be doing something with that, but straight up boondocking and urban camping is really frowned upon. And those that are good enough to do it here, the last thing I want to do is mess things up for them. But again, I have a connection, and I also don't want to recommend, you know, boondocking to people, whereas they would come down thinking here that they could do it, you know. It's not easy here, and this might also make some people upset that feel they have the right to park wherever they want, but Key West is so small. If you had tons of people down here doing it, it'd be 10 times the nightmare that it already is. Parking down here is darn near impossible as it is. So I would not want anybody to say, I watched this video and it's so easy to go down there and boondock that we're going to drive all the way to Key West, because, you know, it's like 160 miles to Miami. And if you get down here and can't find some place to stay, that's a long way to turn around and go. So I apologize for not being able to help people with that aspect. Also, the whole sharing a lot of personal stuff on YouTube is not something I'm that thrilled to do. I'm a pretty private person, and actually I'm surprised on how much I've already shared. But I don't like to share a lot of personal details, because if you look around, there's other people that have had a lot of problems because they did that. So, and I will say this too, for those that make videos, they'll get it. A lot of people that watch them might not get it, but it's a little disconcerting when somebody comes and knocks on your door, you know, when you're out and about and somebody surprises you. It's a little odd, because, you know, I don't know what people think. I think I'm just some dumbass making YouTube videos. And then when people meet you, they think you're more than that. And I just think that anybody that looks at themselves who makes YouTube videos as famous is either fooling themselves or something. I don't know. Again, I'm just some doofus. And I also, I'm sure everybody's figured out by now, I'm not a big selfie fan. Actually, I watch people down here, and I don't know whether to laugh at them or just feel sad. So I see so many people walking around with their cell phones, taking selfies, but not looking at anything. I watched a girl on this beach the other day. It was actually very funny. She was taking lots of selfies, making sure to put the camera in the most flattering way for herself, which I guess I could understand because she's got that right. But she's jumping around and doing all this stuff. And I realized she never looked at the ocean. She never took the moment, She spent a lot of time doing selfies, trying to get jumping poses and all that kind of good stuff. And then when she got done, she spent her whole time with her nose in her cell phone going through her pictures, trying to find the right one to share, to say, look at the great time I'm having. But she wasn't doing nothing but taking pictures of herself. So that's why I'm not a big fan of, GoPro on a stick. I can do it. I can turn this camera around and put it on my face, but trust me, this is a much better thing to look at. But the funny thing about YouTube is that's what people seem to want to see. So, I guess I could do what many others do and just give the people what they want. If you want to see a camera pointed in my face, me talking about this boring stuff, rather than looking at what hopefully one day you might get to experience, I guess I can't help you. Because I like the connections and the people I've virtually met on YouTube. But I have no great big plans or motivations or schemes on how to get tons and tons of views or get tons and tons of money. I do the AdSense, and I guess depending on gas prices, I can get 2 or 3 tanks a month, from doing it. And I don't feel I'm taking anything, because I won't take anything from anybody ever. I had a really nice offer from somebody. I've lost it and wasn't able to reply, but I showed pictures of Eddie's hood being kind of flaking of paint. Somebody sent me a thing offering to send me a new hood. Well, that's awesome. I could never possibly accept that. It's just not who I am. So I think as long as I keep interested, I'll just keep making these boring YouTube videos for the people that get what I'm saying, There won't be any drama. I don't do drama. I don't want drama. And I don't want your money. I'd much rather see you think this is a pretty cool place and come check it out for yourself. Or to get motivated to go see that place you've always wanted to go, but have found excuses not to. Again, I don't like to harp on the obvious, but you get one shot at this. I spent many, many years putting things off, and I'm trying not to do that anymore. That's my hope, that others see that and realize the same thing. I don't think there's many people on their deathbed that wish, man, I wish I would have worked longer. I'd love another day in the office. There's more to life. There better be. going to say have a great and wonderful day because I truly mean it. And if I think of something else, maybe I'll do another one. Okay, another thing that goes on the beach. I see a lot of people here looking for what they call sea glass. And I found some. Again, I've asked a couple questions. I don't know anything about it. But this is a piece of sea glass. Now, this most likely was man-made and gets tumbled around out there in the ocean, and it'll change the color, and over time the edges will be soft. Now, sometimes you find natural, made by the earth glass, but I'm pretty sure this is man-made. However, this little piece here, that could be natural sea glass. Could be. Again, I don't know much. But you see a lot of people spending a lot of time searching for this stuff. So I'll keep it. And then for the rock hounds, whatever rock that is, people like that stuff. And an itty bitty little seashell. That's enough. Okay, so I just asked a woman who seems to know, and that is made by the earth sea glass. She said that's a good one. For whatever that's worth. Again, I don't know. How I've mentioned so much that... Hold on. So how I've said you shouldn't put things off. I think I'm gonna break my own rule. I've had every intention on going to the Dry Tortugas, which is supposed to be just amazing, but it's expensive. And with the weather the way it's been, you have to make a reservation, and I'm a little leery of spending that kind of money when we've had so much rain and the weather's been so unpredictable. So I'm kicking around whether or not I just put that off till next year.